Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. So the question here is yesterday's pump, and we had quite a bit of a pump here across the market yesterday. Not all cryptos were invited. Solana was sort of participating to a degree, but is this a bullish breakout? Is this already the end of the bear market? Have we seen the low in June? Yeah, and here the latest low that we made in this third wave down at 26.90. Was this the end of a local correction? Yeah, and are we now pushing higher? Well, what I can tell you is that at the moment this is only a three-wave move up. A three-wave move off a local low is not to be considered as something bullish. That might change if we see 5 waves up, but it still is embedded in a chart which is generally very weak, at least short term. So it's short term, to be honest, a pretty crappy chart. And because it just at the moment doesn't really have the bullish potential that I would want to see. Yeah. So of course this could become something, but without a clear signal, I'm not going to confirm that a bear market low was in already. There is of course the chance that this was a low here that ended the bear market already, that we moved up in a leading diagonal, in a wave 1. We then came down here in quite a complex correction to finish off here a wave 2 correction, and we are now in the wave 3 to the upside. But it is far too early to confirm that, and also fairly unlikely given the chart structure. It would be a very complex, very messy correction. And of course I can't rule that out, but there is currently no way of saying that, yeah, for sure the low is in, okay? And again, for me, it's time for quality at the moment in the current environment. And I have stressed now a lot of times that when you have a chart like this one and you compare it, for example, to the Aave chart, to the Ethereum chart, why not focus on the, in terms of going long, for example, trading, why not focus on the strongest charts where you, not saying that this couldn't work out as well, in your favor, but it just is less reliable. I mean, that, why would you go with a less reliable chart? And this one for me is less reliable in that it doesn't clearly show the bullish potential. There is much more resistance this price or this chart needs to go through to confirm anything. So as I said in previous video, and this still stands despite the strong move to the upside, as long as we don't go above at least 34.50, but even better would be the $39 level, as long as we don't see those levels break, for me the focus remains on the downside, and there is still significant downside pressure on this chart, which means, let's say we came down now in a fairly strong correction. Let's say Ethereum moves a bit higher. Yeah, let's say Ethereum moves a bit higher, plays out here and that's the ETH chart, plays out its bullish potential, right? And finishes in a wave 1, which is an impulse, and then comes down in this wave 2. Well, my view is that it is very likely that Solana could just push a bit higher, maybe reaches the 34.50 level or even $39, but this would only be a corrective move up instead of an impulsive one, and then it comes down impulsively and might make a new low. So that is sort of the kind of correlations you get, but also then because all the coins are moving in their individual waves and individual degrees, which are different, this could push, for example, Solana to a new low, while ETH might make a higher low. So this is sort of the stuff I'm thinking about. Important to understand also here, completely different. Solana is still sitting, and this is where it found resistance yesterday. If I zoom in, this is still finding resistance below the 50-day moving average. Now, the 50-day moving average is quite an important resistance level. Yeah, it's quite relevant. It has pushed Solana down here several times. As you can see here, yeah, we broke above it briefly a few times, but it pretty much pushed the price down, right? And now again, we can't really get above it. Doesn't mean we couldn't do it, but it's just, we're just sitting just below an important resistance level, right? Whereas Ethereum is currently taking out the resistances. So just saying, right? This is sort of the difference. Yeah, I mean, absolutely, it would be good for the chart at some point here to turn around, because you don't really want to stay for a longer period below the 88.7% fib level, which is on the Solana chart, the $28, $29 level. However, I think with this messy chart structure, we need, even if it's just a short one, but we ideally want to see one more low and then move up. Yeah, just because the chart structure is a bit messy and it doesn't really, it's not a great structure to build a new all-time high on. So for me, just to keep it short, it remains the view we need to stay above, we need to break above 34.50 as an absolute minimum to consider some more bullish options. At the moment, I'm still seeing this, but I had to extend it a little bit, this sort of diagonal pattern. I'm still seeing this as a 1, 2, 3, 4 now, and the 5, but as a diagonal pattern where you can have an overlap between waves 1 and 2. And even if we push above the wave 2 high, you know, I might just consider, all right, possibly it was really only the wave 2 we are completing here. So we'll see, but at the moment the view is still, this is nothing nothing too bullish yet, at least nothing where I would consider the bullish options with more certainty. Okay, that's my update about Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.